Welcome to Carlton's Math Corner. Today we're going to be discussing circumference and area of a circle. At this time, please make sure that you have your math journal as well as your vocabulary packet. Our target today is I can find the circumference and area of a circle. Now, circumference means the perimeter or the distance around a circle, and area is the surface inside a circle. Now, the other term that I want to talk about is pi. Pi looks like this little figure, or this little symbol, I should say. And pi is what we use to calculate area and circumference of a circle. And so pi, like if I put pi in my calculator, and so this little key here, if I hit it, look what comes up. I get 3.1415926535897 and it actually keeps going on infinitely. There's no pattern. And so this number is used for us to calculate distances or area inside of a circle. And what we are going to use is we're going to use an approximation of pi today. We're going to use 3.14. We're going to use only the three first digits. And so every time that you see the pi symbol, or you have to find the circumference or you have to find the area, we're going to use 3.14. And that's going to be our approximation for pi today. Well, let's look at our formulas that we're going to be using. First of all, C stands for circumference. And so we're going to find the circumference or the distance around a circle. It's kind of like we're walking ourselves around the circle, just like perimeter. And we're going to use the formula pi, and it's right next to d. That means we're going to multiply pi times, and d stands for diameter. Now, diameter is taking one point on the circle and going right through the center to another point across on the other side. That is called diameter. Now we're going to also find area of a circle, the inside surface of the circle. And so we're going to do pi times radius squared. That means radius times radius. And we've talked about squaring something or doing powers. And so when we square something, it's taking itself times itself. And so radius is actually halfway. We're from one point to the center of the circle. So let's look at a problem. Here we have a circle. It actually gives us some information. It tells us the diameter is 36. That means the entire, this distance, the whole way across is 36. And we have to find the circumference, and then we have to find the area. So let's start off with circumference. Remember, what number did I say to use? Because our formula is pi times diameter. And what number are we using for pi? What approximation? 3.14. So we're going to use 3.14, and we're going to multiply it by diameter. Well, our diameter is 36. So I'm going to take my calculator and I'm going to do 3.14 times 36. And the answer is 113.04. And since we're finding area, what label would we use? Or we're finding circumference, sorry. It's kind of like perimeter. So what do you think we'll be using for our unit of measurement? You're right, we're just going to use feet. That's it. We are not going to put squared because we're just kind of trying to find a perimeter of it. That's another word for circumference. So we're going to leave it as is. How about let's do area? We're going to do 3.14 again because our formula is 3.14 times radius squared. Well, but they don't give us the answer of radius. Like they don't tell us what radius is. But if you look at this circle back here, notice radius is how much compared to diameter? Yeah, it is half. It is half of diameter. And so we're going to take half of this diameter to find the radius. What is half of 36? 18. Now, in order to do 18 squared, we are going to, the way we're going to put it in our calculator is we're going to do 3.14 times 18 times 18. Because 18 squared would be 18 times itself twice. So we're going to do 18 times 18, times 18 times 3.14, and I get 1017.36. So 1017.36. And how do you label anything that has to do with area? That one we're going to have to label with squared. So we have two answers. Our circumference is 113.04 feet, and area is 1017.36 squared feet. Let's do another one. Circumference of this circle. Well, they only gave us radius, if you notice. This is only halfway across, so how do you find diameter? Because we got to do 3.14 times diameter. Yeah, double it. What's 13 plus another 13? 26. So let's do 3.14 times 26. We get 81.64. And our label is just inches. Now let's find area. 3.14 times radius. Well, they already gave us radius, and it's radius squared. So how do we put that in the calculator? 3.14 times 13 times 13, and let's do that. 3.14 times 13 times 13, and the answer is 530 point, was that 66? Yep, 0.66, and it's inches squared as an answer. For tomorrow, I would like for you to find the circumference and the area of these two circles. Thank you so much for joining me at Carlton's Math Corner, and I look forward to meeting with you again.